Hey, hey, hey! Robert, first one here as usual. Welcome. Thank you for coming tonight. Hi, Brian. How you doing? How you doing tonight? Oh, I gotta do this again on Sunday. Oh, what did I talk myself into? I've just been, I'm working on Shepherd's Cottage again. I'm trying to slow myself down by going single placing, but it doesn't seem to make that big a difference. I can't help it. I get in the groove and I get going. I just want to keep diamond painting. I don't want to stop. And I've been here since, what? What time did I wake up today, Brian? 11? 11:30? I've been sitting here since my first cup of coffee. Of course, I get up to walk around a bit because I don't want to kill myself. And you got to stretch your legs every once in a while. Otherwise, I'll get too stiff. And the fact that I can't walk now it'll make it worse. And I don't want that. I want to feel good. Yeah, around that time. I didn't wake up too early. You guys woke me up today. Don't know why. It just scared the bejesus out of me when my phone rang. I know I should have had it on Do Not Disturb, but I have it on Do Not Disturb scheduled for nighttime because sometimes I need to wake up early and I don't want to forget to turn my phone back on. So, and nobody usually calls before then, before noon sometimes. Yeah. Brian thinks he's funny. Waking me up. How you doing tonight, Robert? How was your week? Have you finished Eagles yet? I'm curious. You've been diamond painting since 9 a.m.? You and me both, Robert. You just sit here and it's so absorbing and so relaxing. I do love to diamond paint. I've been catching up on YouTube videos today, watching the unboxings and the whipping chats, which is what I like to do when I'm diamond painting. And some interesting new companies out there. Not that they're any good, but I mean, two people said they're One person said, no way. She'd never buy from them again. But I can't blame her. It came in really fuzzy. It's kind of like I'm working on a snap painting now that's from Paint with Diamonds. And oh my God, it is so difficult to tell the difference between two of the letters, or numbers, or whatever they are, two of the symbols, that I keep thinking I'm going to make a mistake. And it's fuzzy. It's not clear. That's why. Even the backgrounds are the same color or close to the same color. So I really have to use a magnifier, believe it or not. Where'd my magnifier go? I use this. And I stole from Dan. Well, I adopted it from him. It's mine now. You're still almost done with Eagles? I thought you were done with it already. That you only had a small part to do. Or are you working on something else? And that's why you were so absorbed all day today. she asked curiously. Where is everybody tonight? I'm feeling lonely. Let's see. Do I have to refresh my chat again? No, I don't. Because I remember what happened that one time when I thought no one was talking to me. And it was all because my chat had frozen. And it's been doing that a lot lately. Interestingly enough, not so much on my iPad, but on my iPhone. I don't know what the difference is, but apparently there's difference. So, Brian, are you finished with? Oh, you're not done with Oakland Aged yet? Thought you'd be finished by now. I just got informed that I'm live. Whoa. A good 3 minutes after. Don't you just love YouTube? It can be quite disturbing. Well, it looks like it's just you guys and me for now. But I don't know what to keep talking about. I'm just rambling on. Brian says, I know that Sister Sherry unboxed from VisuArts. She chucked it in the trash because it was the wrong painting and it was a stolen image. It was a stolen image. I thought she didn't find that she didn't know that, whether or not it was. I know it was a piece of crap. And it's funny because the one that I got from VisuArts was so nice. It came out so well. Clear, crisp. I had no problem. The drills were fine. No popping. Unbelievable how paintings can differ within the same quote unquote company. But I think that's because they order it from different places. I really do. Because, I don't know, Hankins does their own printing. And they're pretty good. I like them. I think Evermoment does too. But VisuArts, I think they buy it wholesale and on a drop ship basis. And they buy it from different places. They, put up the ones they like, and they have quote unquote contracts with different manufacturers. And when a person orders it, they send out the order to that company, and the company drop ships it. That's why your stuff comes from Japan or China, rather, even if it's a local company, like that company in the UK came from Japan. That's a drop shipper to me. They're not doing it themselves. And if they're not doing it themselves, unless you go over there and tour the various factories and see which ones you like best, the way that Diamond Art Club did, you're going to get crap. Yes, found out it was stolen image from a Japanese artist in 2 more section and 1/3. Oh, you have to go on your painting? So what are you working on, Robert? Are you still working on eagles? I thought you were almost done yesterday or the day before. I forgot which live I was in. I haven't been in many lives this week. Don't know why. I think it's because I just wanted to read. I get absorbed in a book and I can't put it down. Especially when it's about witches and things or science fiction. I love those books. So what are we going to do if it's just the three of us? Want me to find some tags to answer? Nah. You want to ask questions? Robert says, I'm almost done with it, just making sure I have found any I forgot to do on the Eagles. Yeah, you got to search because sometimes you miss or it falls off. You skip one. I mean, look at this. You see, I get into a groove and I can't stop. I don't know what the three of us are going to do. Any ideas? Because I just came to hang out tonight like I usually do on Friday night. And where is everyone? I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling abandoned, except for you two. Where do I live? I live in South Florida. And it's rainy and thunderstorming today. But it does that every day. We're in our rainy season. And it's hot. And it's a humid heat. Oh. No, not cool. It's hot. Where do you live, Robert? I don't think I've ever seen that answer. I'm sure somebody's asked you before. But I don't think I know. Brian lives in South Carolina? Oh, you're in Canada. You're in Canada, Victoria. Victoria, BC. I don't know what side of the country that's on. I think you're on the West Coast, right? I'm all the way on the East Coast. And almost as far south as you can get in the States. You can go to Key West and you can stand on this beautiful pier and you're at the southernmost tip of the United States. And it's so beautiful down there if you go when the weather is right. Rebecca! My friend, I was beginning to feel all alone. I didn't know what to do. It was just Robert and Brian, me, just the three of us. We were going to just hang out. And then I said, oh, what do I talk about? So let's see. We've talked about the weather. We've talked about where we're from. It's like a first date. Suzanne, good evening. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. tonight. How are you doing? Well, I hope. Now, Rebecca, I have tried to slow myself down with this by going single placing. As you can see, it hasn't made much of a difference. I have 9, 10 more squares to finish. Well, I'm sorry you're tired, Suzanne. Was it a long day? Well, apparently it was a long day. Why else would you be tired? I'm not. I'm wide awake, and I will be awake until late tonight because that's what happens when you sleep until 11:30. Even if you do get woken up by friends. I don't know why I slept so much last night, but I slept well. The car, why wouldn't they sell you the car? That makes no sense. Oh, Suzanne's cleaning out her parents' house, carrying stuff up from the basement. I know that feeling. I'm glad I don't have it anymore. But yeah, I remember cleaning up after my mom. Woof, was there a lot of stuff. My mother was a pack rat, just like I am. We keep everything. Well, you never know when you're gonna need it. 70 years of crap. Yep, that's how it goes, and it's all crap. And when I go, somebody's going to go through my stuff, one of my relatives, and it's going to be all crap to them. It's just the way it is. We accumulate stuff, whether we want to or not. Even if we have good intentions, we still accumulate stuff because you never know when you're going to need something. And sometimes you actually do need something. And oh, I'm glad I saved that. I have a lot of dishes and serving things from when I used to have dinner parties. We held them a lot. So I had a lot of stuff for dinner parties and for cooking. Okay, because they had to have my most recent pay stub, which unfortunately reflects I have been on short term disability, even though it's being paid through my employer. I may not say, what? That doesn't make sense, Rebecca. They're going to make you wait 2 weeks so you could show them your whole paycheck. I mean, you told them you're going back full time on Monday. Should have shown them an old one. That's ridiculous. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Maybe the car will still be there when you get your full paycheck back. I mean, they could have called your employer and double checked. Let's see. Suzanne mailed 70 years of buttons to your aunt. Oh, I'm glad they agreed to hold the car, but that doesn't do you any good for the next 2 weeks. You were so looking forward to driving and being able to get out of the house on your own. Yeah, Brian, it is BS. But what are you going to do? I mean, I had to have a cosigner on my car. That was the only way they would give it to me, is if I had a cosigner. So I had my ex-husband cosign for me. Though we were still married, but we were separated by then. But he co-signed. And I had to get him to remove his name from the title once we divorced. And my credit was better then. Ah, you really wanted to get your fat ass back in rhythm. Aw. Robert says, my mom told me if anything happened to my parents and me and my brother, we get 50-50 of everything. Yeah, that's what my mom did. She split everything 50-50 between my brother and I. Though she did give me a little bit extra because she knew I was hurting for money more than my brother. I was very bad with money when I was younger. I kept choosing the wrong men who used my money and the wrong investments and the wrong everything. I even chose the wrong house, which I subsequently lost. But now I've become so much better. But now that I'm on a fixed income, it's kind of late. Can't save anything. At least I can't. But Dave can. Dan can, and I've been saving for him. 50-50 of what's in my family wouldn't buy you a hamburger. Yes, Rebecca and I are very nice friends. She's my bestie. So is Brian. He's my other bestie. Brian is a shopaholic. We know this. You're on a no buy, and we're going to see that you stick to it, at least for a little while. So you can get yourself a real computer, a real laptop. Think that's your goal. So as soon as you have the money to buy yourself a nice laptop and get one, you can go back to shopping. I would gladly have a pay Tuesday for a hamburger today. Does anybody remember that? I bet you Rebecca does. Suzanne says divide by 10 gets you a gumball. That's a good one. Oh, we are so poor. We are just hanging out, doing the best we can. At least you guys have a job. I liked it when I had a job. I found working very easy, except working for my brother. That was the difficult part. Yeah, Popeye. That was Wimpy, right? Who said that? He loved hamburgers. But I actually started liking spinach because of Popeye. I really did. He got me to eat spinach. Now I love it. I did work until the COVID-19 hit. What did you do, Robert? Jeremy, hi. Welcome. You're laying underneath your swamp cooler, just got home from work and had to drive the 75 CJ5 Jeep today. 107. Oh my God. 107 degrees. And I thought it was hot here at 92. Of course, ours is a wet heat. It's sticky. And I don't go outside anymore. And Rebecca says now he can't buy a hamburger without a credit check and a recent pay stub. That's right. You can't. You got to give your firstborn to get anything these days. And with so many people out of work, who knows what's going to happen? And everybody thinking that COVID is done and it's gone. It's not. It's still here and still just as bad as it was. At least down here in South Florida. Did you have a long day today, Jeremy? Suzanne had a long day. Hey. J Rob's here? There she is. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? I'm so. I don't know. Today's been an off day, I think. Maybe because of the way I woke up. Yeah, I'm not going to let you guys forget that. Did you have a good day today, Jennifer? Were you able to handle everything that was thrown at you without losing your mind? I'm good escaping having to play video games with the kiddo and hubby. They said I can listen, but no live. No live. You're not going live tonight? Oh. Does that mean you're not going live tonight? What do we do without you? It's almost ready to start picking up some more wax. I'm just such a hard presser on these drills that the wax disappears too quickly. I don't care what wax it is. No, because my daughter is going to camp Grandma and Grandpa tomorrow. We are celebrating Father's Day tonight. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're not going live tonight. We don't get to hear your pleasant little voice as you regale us with bad dad jokes. Or was that Creative Mayhem? I forget. Jeremy, is your live canceled this weekend for the DP-a-thon? Interesting, because the DP-a-thon ends at, I don't know if there's somebody going on at 9 or if it ends at 9. Which means Jeremy's got plenty of time for his live. And you know I'll be there. Even though I'll be watching the DP-a-thon as well as playing in it. That's going to be a long weekend. But I did it last time. I went to as many lives as I could. Even if I just listened. I was there. As of right now, I'm not sure. Rebecca, I may end up and go live. I hope so. Rebecca, I thought that was Saturday. You were live at 10:30. Nice. I think I'll be there and then skip over to Jeremy. I mean, didn't you switch with Jennifer? Yeah, it's Eastern. I could have sworn that was AM. But Jeremy's on Sunday. Isn't he? No, Dave is on Sunday. Jeremy's on Saturday. I have no idea what I'm doing. What I'm saying. I have the world's worst memory. Yeah, tomorrow is Saturday. I almost forgot. All the days run together. I sometimes look up and I go, what day is today? I have to ask my Echo, what day is today? And she'll tell me. Though I don't call her Alexa, I call her computer. The only problem I have is when Star Trek is on. Because they say computer a lot. And it'll turn on my Alexa, my Echo. Good that she listens. Let's see. Yeah, that is funny. Thank you. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm doing tonight. I'm just here and wondering where everybody is. It says 11 people, but I've been talking to the same 4 of you for the last 30 minutes. God, is it 30 minutes already? Well, time flies when you're with friends. It's supposed to be 110 by Monday. Oh, gosh. I can't imagine 110 degrees. I really can't imagine it. I remember one year being in upstate New York when it went up to 106. And it was like, oh my God. Jennifer says, my daughter wrote on a rock for my husband on one side. It said, flip over for your clue. Then he flips it and it says, we're waiting for the punchline. Did you ever think you would be taking orders from a rock? You've been pranked. That's a good one. I like that. Your daughter is clever. Your daughter is very clever. Did you ever think you'd take orders from a rock? I got to remember that one. So hot. And yeah, that's what Sherry says all the time. Oh, it gets hot all over the place. I think only San Diego is temperate because these never seem to get too hot or too cold for the majority of the days. They do have their highs and lows, but man, I sometimes wish I'd moved to San Diego. except it's too close to Mexico for me. Just wait till it hits 120. I don't have to worry about that. It never gets above 95 here. Rarely. Rarely gets it. But it's a wet heat, and as soon as you walk out, oh, that humidity strikes you like a tennis racket, like a blanket thrown over you of just god awful heat. You can barely breathe. I'm not sure why wet is usually so much hotter and so much colder. Because when it's a wet cold, it's also very, you feel it more than a dry cold. At least I did when I was in New York. Lived up there. It's 120. That's unfair. Nature should not do that. Nature should not be allowed to go above 76 or below 69. All right, maybe 68. Though I like keeping my temperature at 75 in the house. I'm so glad we have central air down here. Oh, I don't know what I'd do if I still had a window air conditioner. Those things did not work very well. They were better than nothing, but they didn't work very well. Let's see. Last year you hit 121. Brian says just be ready to go outside, fry your eggs, and make pancakes on a rock. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they did show somebody frying an egg on a sidewalk in New York City once. It was hot that day. I don't remember how hot it was, but I remember seeing it on the news. Someone actually broke an egg onto the sidewalk and it was cooking, and they filmed it. Cool, huh? I think that's cool. Not that I'd want to be there. Jennifer says, so I was 6 months pregnant with my daughter 12 years ago, and our central air died. I told my husband I grew up without air, and since we were broke, we would be fine. We could survive. Huh. Hi, Lindy. How are you? Glad you could come by today. How have you been? All right, what's the rest of the story, Jennifer? I know there's more. I just know there is. Because Jennifer does things like that. She keeps you in suspense. Maybe it's the psychologist in her. Are you a psychologist or just a therapist? Or a therapist? Or both? Because I thought psychology was therapy. I'm calling the heating and cooling company. We borrowed money from the in-laws and the rest of the summer was better. No, I don't know how you can be pregnant and stand the heat like that. Nuh-uh. My niece is carrying through the summer this year. Again. But I forgot to find out when the due date is. I'm going to have to call her. Can't believe I'm going to have another grandniece. Yay, I'm so excited. Oh, come on, pick it up. Okay, time to put some more in. Lindy says, I'm good. It's hard to type as I have a dog in my lap. Aww. It's hard for me to type when I'm diamond painting, which is why I usually just work and work these days. I don't chat as much as I used to because I'd rather be diamond painting. I still want to get, what do you call it? Oh my God, my mind just went blank. Those things that you put on the back of a car. Therapist refers to the action. I'm a licensed professional counselor. There are psychologists, psychiatrists, and professional counselors. Basically, three groups of specialists who get to the same ending. Well, psychiatrists, not so much. My psychiatrist doesn't do therapy, she just hands out medication. At least she does to me. But then I've been through therapy. So I know all the coping mechanisms, which is why I don't get depressed that much. Well, that and the medication. But it helps, you know? I told my mother once, if I need to take medication for the rest of my life in order not to be depressed all the time, then I'm going to take medication for the rest of my life. My mother would never do that. And I wish she had, because she was miserable. She was really miserable, and there was nothing we could do to help her. She'd been to therapy too, but it didn't help. She needed medication. I think her chemical makeup was in unbalanced, and she needed something, but she wouldn't. It's a shame. I think she made herself sick, and that's why she passed away so young. Well, 74. That's young to me. Let's see. Jennifer says, I'm a therapist and I take medication. Sometimes our brain needs the extra support. That's right. I mean, we can't be, well, we can. Some people can. But some of us just cannot deal with the anxiety and the pressure. And it's not our fault. Even though you do have those coping mechanisms and ways to get yourself out of a funk, without the medication, I couldn't do it. Now I can. Now when I see myself going into a depressive state, I know how to get myself out of it. I know how to occupy my mind so that I don't think about what's making me depressed or anxious. That, I take drugs. Lindy says, me too. If I don't take medication, I cry all the time. Agreed. Agreed. I mean, I was crying all the time. Well, you should have seen when I lost my house, even with medication, I stayed in bed for a year. Once we moved to this apartment, I stayed in bed for a year. Oh, I got up to go to the bathroom and the kitchen, but I didn't go out. I didn't meet my friends. I kind of ghosted them, disappeared, and I stayed in bed watching TV. That's all I did. And I couldn't deal with it, so we had to adjust. Finally, I went to another psychiatrist. I'd been on maintenance medication for a long time. But finally, I went to another psychiatrist and we adjusted my medication. And it helped a lot. It helped a lot. And that's what was needed. And now, oh, I'm still get depressed, but I know how to handle it. Jeremy says, I lost my uncle at 55. I wanted to check on him and he passed away in his bed. Oh, that's way too young. 55. Jesus, I'm older than that. Scares me that I can go at any time. Of course, any of us can go at any time. But I'm so sorry, Jeremy. My dad lived to be 86. He had a long life. For him, it was an okay life. So I guess you could say it was good. And he died on Father's Day. I had just visited him in the hospital. He had gone in for a procedure and he was in recovery, in CCU, whatever it is, cardiac care unit. And I had visited him on Saturday and we talked and we laughed and we had a good time. And I said, I'll be back tomorrow because it's Father's Day. I got a call at 4:30 in the morning. The phone just rang. There was no one there. So I hung up the phone and went back to bed. I then got a call at around 8:30 in the morning from my brother saying my dad had passed away. When? About 4:30 in the morning. Eerie. Ooh, still gives me the shudders when I think of that. That was a weird occurrence. Thank you, guys. That was 4 years ago. Yeah, you get through it. You don't get over it, but you get through it. When I lost my mother. Oh, that was a bad time in my life. She was my best friend. Robert says, if I do not take my medication, I can end up in the hospital. Yeah, well, some medication is needed desperately. The last thing I want to do is wind up in the hospital, which is why I don't go out now. Because now I don't go out because of COVID. Though my friend does. She's no longer in lockdown. She's resumed life as normal. Jennifer says, my plan on death, I'm not going to die until I'm done with my diamond paintings. Hence why I'm buying a lot. That's a good one. I like that. That's good. I have enough here to last me quite a while, but they're all AliExpress, most of them. I do have a couple of Ever Moment and Diamond Art Club left. I have one left, one of each. And then it's on to the AliExpress ones, which are hit or miss. See, I probably have about 6 years worth if I'm really honest with myself. Shh, don't tell. How am I going to tell? I hope you have the volume turned down low. Because I just read that aloud. Now, I don't know if I have that much. I haven't counted my stash, but I'd say I have about 20 paintings left. I don't know if I'm going to have the ability to buy more. Ooh, I'm done with black. How nice. I'm finally done with black. Oh, my sister's dad was killed on St. Patrick's Day in 2016. That was 11 years ago. He was 35 years old, and my sister was 6 when he died. Oh my gosh. He was killed? That's awful. That's awful, Brian. Yeah, I lost my mom to the C word also. Jeremy. Yeah. I only have 2, but about 10 coming from China one day. Lindy, you can hope. You can dream. I mean, I've got a mystery painting coming, if it ever comes. We'll hope it gets here before I turn gray. And I don't have any gray hair. I have maybe a few strands along the crown of my head, not the crown, the hairline, and that's it. Just a few. I wanted to see if I did, because I used to dye my hair all the time. And I stopped dyeing my hair and it grew out brown. I couldn't believe it. And it's still brown. You only have 2, Lindy? I just realized that. Oh no. Only 2 left? That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. I don't know what I went for 2 weeks without any diamond paintings because that was back when I had no idea that I should stock up. And I had no idea how much I would like diamond painting. And those were a horrible 2 weeks waiting for the shipments from China. And that's when I learned, always have a backup. Always have some stash. Even if it is AliExpress. Though some of it I got from Alibaba, which is probably the same as AliExpress, only wholesale. Lindy only started back in December, and then Chinese New Year and COVID happened. Yeah. And the lack, I think, is more than just COVID. I think it's because so many people have taken up the hobby. So many more than that used to. There's nothing else to do. And they come online, they find us on YouTube, and they say, "What's diamond painting?" And they go, "Oh, I got to try that." And they buy up everything. And then there's nothing left for the rest of us. It's not fair. Robert says, "I love diamond painting when I can't stop. I have done 25 diamond paintings so far." I don't know how many I've done. I've got them stacked in a closet, laying flat on a fairly large shelf. Ryan says, "I have 2 mystery paintings and 2 from TSA and some resin stuff coming, but I have a good little stash, so I'm okay for now." You have to be, because you're not allowed to buy. We're going to hold you to it. Everybody, Brian's on a no-buy. Let's help him remember that. Oh, we can't let him forget. Oops. I'll do it this way. Rubber ABs. Oh, I love ABs. I just wish there were more of them in this painting. Rebecca, I understand, is going to bling hers out, but I don't have any. I just have the original sparklers, and I wouldn't know where to put them. So I don't even know why I bought them because I really have no idea what to do with them. I haven't done anything. I've had them quite a while now. Also, I don't do rounds that often. I prefer squares. Yeah, they're so sparkly. That's what these are right here. ABs. And I got the snap going, but it's not lifting. No matter how hard I press, which I like. This is the Patty Wax Super Sticky. I use that in my single placer, and I use Nacho Mama's Mud in my multi-placer. Jennifer says, I purchased a few paintings months ago and feel I haven't bought anything in a long time. It's driving me crazy. I know, I'm a shopaholic. And I love to shop online, especially. I used to love to go to the stores, but now I love to shop online. And it's so hard. I've stopped looking on AliExpress and on Diamond Art Club and all the other places because if I don't see it, out of sight, out of mind. And I won't feel so bad or tempted to spend money I don't have. So I stay away, and it's driving me crazy because I feel like I'm suffering withdrawal. Well, there's a lot of ABs here. Where'd you come from? Go away. Robert says, the only time I will buy diamond painting is how I really like the picture. Well, yeah, of course. But back then, when I first started, I was buying just for the hell of it to make sure I wasn't without any. But I like the pictures I bought. They're nice. I found a few favorite shops that way. Oh, there go the police. Or is that fire engine or ambulance? I have no idea. I can't tell the difference. Even if you tell me twice, I won't remember. Jennifer says, I remember we had about 10 photos to pick from back in the day. 10? Just 10? Where did all these others come from? Who was selling back then? Besides Diamond Art Club. And how long have you been diamond painting? Well, I'm curious. It's almost 9 o'clock, but since Jennifer's not going on and is hanging out with us, we can stay on a little longer. Can't we? Oh, I love these ABs. I want more. Of course, I wouldn't know where to put them because I don't look at a picture before it's finished, really. I look at it when I buy it, and then I don't really look at it after that until I finish it. Weird. There was paint with diamonds and a few sprinkles on AliExpress. I hate them. I'm sorry. I'm working on a paint with diamonds now, and it's driving me nuts. I am almost ready to toss it, but then again, I'm almost finished. I've been laboring through it. Why? I have no idea. But it's just a snack. I got to pull another one because I'm not allowed to work on this one, Shepherd's Cottage, except during my live. And I'm going to be done with that other one easily tomorrow. Paint with diamonds. Ooh, were they always this bad? Or did they get worse? Because this is the second paint with diamonds I've done, and the second time I've had problems. I didn't like the first one either. Need a little water there. So when did you start, Jennifer? And is everybody else just working and lurking? Nobody else wants to say hi? Leaving me strung out all by myself with just a couple of you chatting with me. You know I'm joking. I'm joking. Let's see. Well, I know you're still there, Robert and Suzanne. I know you are. I'm just teasing because I can. Oh, you teased Brian a lot. He's so easy. You started February 2018, and my channel started July 2018. So it'll be 2 years old this year. I started in 2017, and there was more than just a few on AliExpress. I need someone to celebrate with in July and have a big anniversary. Well, I started July 2017. Hey, Shawana, how are you tonight? You caught me. I'd have been gone by now if Jennifer was going on tonight. But Jennifer's not going live tonight. She promised her hubby and her child. Are you guys going to watch a movie? Shawana says, hey to everybody. So, Jennifer, we can celebrate together. Me for 3 years, you for 2. So I didn't start I've had my channel since, oh my God, since YouTube first opened. But I didn't have I wasn't a creator until I'd say around September of last year. Mrs. Coffee isn't going live either, Suzanne? I did not know that. Did she say why? Am I the only one going live tonight? It's funny, I wasn't going to because I'll be on the DP-a-thon on Sunday. I'll be there Sunday at 4 or 4:30, I forget. Oh, she isn't feeling well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see. When am I going on? I need to go over to the DP-a-thon and scroll all the way up to get the schedule, which I wish she'd repost so I don't have to scroll all the way up. And I'm still scrolling. Still scrolling. Wait. Or wait, did I go too far? Nope, I didn't go too far. Where the devil is this thing? It's a doc, a Google Doc. Strange. Whoa, it's all the way back there. It's in Creative Craft Addiction right now at the top. The playlist. Ooh, that's cool. Did she put up the playlist yet? I'm curious. Let's see. I got YouTube open on my phone. I can go to the Crafty Heifer. Playlists. Yep, she's got the playlist up. But it doesn't give the time. Well, let's see, what time am I? 6 o'clock. I thought it was 4. Is it 6 or did I put the wrong time down? Oops. I hope not. I don't go on Facebook much, so, and every time I do, there's always so much waiting for me. Creative Craft Addictions, there it is. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. I don't see it, Jennifer. Saw it in her group. I don't see it in the group. And yeah, thanks for letting us know about Mrs. Coffee, because I was going to go over there. The playlist I've got, that I can get. That's easy. It's the schedule that I wanted. Well, let's change that. Okay, you can put it up now. And now she's changing her mind and going live. Okay. Well, I suppose you can be, you can change your mind. Let's see, YouTube playlist. I got to go back to my phone, back to here, find my live if I can find it. I don't know why it keeps disappearing on me. Let's go to my channel. There it is. go to my channel. Quiet. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Okay. Yeah, the playlist I've got, that's over at YouTube. I wanted the schedule that she wrote in the doc file, the sheets, because she's been updating that. All right. When am I? I am at 6 p.m. Okay. Phew. Thought I got that messed up. Yeah, got the playlist. That's going to be easy. I always go by the playlist. It's much easier that way. Oh, don't worry about it, Robert. It's not your fault. And she pinned it to the top for me. Aw, thank you, Jennifer. Hi, 2020. Oh, it's Diamond Queen 2020. Hello. Welcome. I didn't see you come in. So she's feeling better. I'm glad to know that. I'm glad to know that. I don't want anybody to be feeling ill. That shouldn't have to happen. We should all feel wonderful all the time. If only. If only. Now, why does my cell phone all of a sudden keep wanting to go black on me? I updated a few days ago the operating system, and I haven't had problems with it, but now it seems like I got to check the settings. May have gotten changed. All right, guys. Well, it is 9:11. Do you guys want to stay or do you want to go? It's up to you. Because I'm here. I ain't going anywhere. Though I will be stopping to diamond paint once Mrs. Coffee goes on. Because I can't diamond paint and go live at the same time. Or see someone live. Or go into a live. Duh. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Who sang that? Anybody remember? And in what movie? I remember that. Does anybody remember who sang that? And in what movie? A gold star to anybody who knows it. And let me know when you give up. I don't know why I remember that all of a sudden. I mean, it's the oddest things I remember and the oddest things I forget, you know. But then that's the fibromyalgia for you, the fibrofog. And it's also the TBI I had. That doesn't help. The TBI, of course, triggered fibromyalgia. Thank you very much. Brian's heading to bed. Good night, Brian. Do you guys give up? Do you want to know? Do you want to know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it was Jimmy Durante. And it was My stepmom is an alien. And it was very funny. I don't know why I remember that. Robert's not going anywhere unless I go, and my throat's getting a little sore. God, I haven't gone 2 hours in a while. You see, Rebecca, how I'm trying to slow down? But it's not working. I just get into a groove and it feels good. And I can even talk in diamond paint at the same time. Amazing. I'm so talented. I kill me. I should kill me. It's like I love telling people when I go out to dinner or something. I said, what would you like to drink? I said, I don't drink, I do drugs. And they're the good stuff. You're warming me up for the weekend. Go for the finish. The big finish. Where everybody comes out and takes their bows. No, I don't take bows. I just sit here and do my stuff and talk to my friends. And I love you guys. I love doing this DP I'm working on because it's some color blocking and it's just been relaxing. After so much confetti, I need a break. That's why I like this one. This is a little bit of confetti, but mostly color blocking. However, I'm not blocking because I'm trying to slow down. So I'm doing it one drill at a time. Even the color blocking. Usually I use my 4-placer, which is on the end here, because that's the one I'm most comfortable with and the one I could get straight. I can't get the other one straight. Don't know why, but I've tried. Tried the 6-placer. Couldn't do it. I do have a 5-placer though, so maybe I should try that first and work my way up. Not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Okay. What time does Mrs. Coffee go on anyway? I don't remember. Still got the snap. 7:05 what? Your time? 8, 9, 10. So 10 o'clock tonight. No. Yeah. She goes on right after J-Rob, right? I don't know. My throat's getting sore. So I'm going to say bye because my throat's getting a little sore. I don't usually talk this much. Even when I'm talking to my friends in the morning, I don't usually talk this much. But for some reason, when I'm doing live, I don't like to hear the silence. I think I have to fill the silence all the time. Oh, bye-bye, Jennifer. You have a good night. Aw, thank you, Robert. You too. Yep, thumbs up. And if there's any newbies in here, please subscribe. I hope you enjoyed my chit chat, my chatter, my BS. I don't know why. I don't like to have anything prepared. So say good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. And as I usually say in my videos, arrivederci.